Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against it, 3rd and 5. Off play action, it's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Howell now to throw it. Pickens on the slant. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Inside the 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hard running at the 15, and they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A little power on the move that time. It's still tackled shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Powell. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 14-time Pro Bowl quarterback, twice a Super Bowl champion as well from the University of Tennessee. It's Peyton Manning.
I tell you what.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's the punter McAfee to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Howell. It fights him off. Being chased out left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Palmer, 58 yards. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Touchdown, Cardinals! Josh Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
On first down, Manning. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Manning to throw on second down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 74 yards. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary and clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Howell to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now he'll look to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead,
under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing here, Howell. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Now throwing on first down here.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Bobby Wagner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Howell.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Howell.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10, Howell. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Back to throw, Howell. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdote.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Nashville. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 14-time Pro Bowl quarterback, twice a Super Bowl champion as well from the University of Tennessee. It's Peyton Manning.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his...
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 59 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Howell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Williams running left. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And how will throw it. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ricky Williams, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And oh, it's blocked. There he goes left side. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! Harold Carmichael from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there and decided to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things that
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover. These guys will get the football back.
preseason we were going to the different.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are once again back in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Here's Elijah Moore now. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Room here to run. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, Howell flush to his right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry up. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game.
And now the rookie's free. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And it's a fumble. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Howell's throw here into the hands of Moore. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Elijah Moore. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Manning, eluding the pressure right. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. One final try now for Manning. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Elijah Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing is Manning. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Manning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Manning to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 8 yards out. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back. As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. So now the Jags down by 2, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Open that right side is caught complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Powell to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 2 now, second and goal. In for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Taken at the goal line. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 6 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. Down to the knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start. Awesome.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This taken in at the goal. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. One of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. And the momentum and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Powell with one final shot. Gets this to Moore.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And as this defense walks off the field, just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. Let's start the drive right around the 37. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 14-time Pro Bowl quarterback, twice a Super Bowl champion as well from the University of Tennessee. It's Peyton Manning.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jalen Waddle, 63 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And it's score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals. New tone setter for this team.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
So here are the Chiefs now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I'm not sure if they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
On first down, Manning. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 62 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Josh Palmer
From 13 yards out.
And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
To the line now is Eli, as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut about back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Everything going right for them so far in this first half. They get another 2 points on the safety. Now they get a chance to build their lead out even further here.
And got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Josh Palmer.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Al throwing on first down here. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll go play action. Al.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Cam Chancellor. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Manning now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Wants to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Now Manning. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Josh Palmer
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first-half lead. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2.
Throwing now is Manning. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Off play action. It's Howell.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Shotgun now for Manning. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're at the 1-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Manning now to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Josh Palmer on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit, the clock. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
The Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. Manning going to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 25. And that timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they take a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan. Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. Manning now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Cardinals just continue to roll. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone. Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game. Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there. Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future? I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there. So out now come the Cardinals. And it's a matter, really, of the rich getting richer. They built a big lead already. Now tack 2 more on following the safety. And they've got the football back as well. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Cards get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Manning. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are pouring it on. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
To throw, it's Manning. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Palmer, 75 yards. And the Cardinals extend their lead yet again. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. Now Manning. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Howell. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a
pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Howell. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Let's go.
To throw is Manning. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. Manning. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure they laid it on them in this game.
This, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Palmer, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it on cruise control. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the point up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to play.
Back now in Nashville. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And they won't fare much better. He maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen...
And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. Busting free at the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Howell now to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Manning looking to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. To the line now is Eli as his guys will go for 2. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes that has a way of catching up with you. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Howell. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Throwing is Manning. Oh, wide open, complete. Now he's into the clear again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Once again, the Cardinals will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Manning going to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell with one final shot. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one?
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Griffin's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Griffin. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is RG3. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jalen Waddle, 65 yards. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Taken at the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody get it together. Let's get some focus going here. Because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Zone, touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Griffin to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's Griffin. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. 3rd and 19. Griffin. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And take it right on the 30. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you just have to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Palmer, 35 yards. And the Cards take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And now here comes Kansas City. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noted.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now, after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out come the Chiefs now. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Griffin. Out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. Able to power through. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. He's got this to Pickens. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he gets this one down to the 24. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Check that. Check that. Check. Unlock line. Check. Panther.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll be taken down at the 18. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Griffin. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And taken at the 46. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Manning now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Palmer with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals just continue to roll. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now Griffin on first down. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now, meanwhile, the final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it all...
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. On 1st down, Griffin. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's Griffin. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Moody good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. He's still barreling through. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up, but in this case he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Pickens is there on the crossing route. Through the middle of the field. George Pickens. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Moody good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Manning looking to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's not waste any time. Calling the action today, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon?
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your opponent's 40. First and goal. Touchdown, Falcons! Chris Godwin, 40 yards. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count again. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. To throw, Vick. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get him another first down here as he's able to dive forward to get as much as he can. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Vick's throw complete to McBride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Vick to throw it. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal from the 6. Here's Michael Vick. And he's got it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. 4th down, Vick. And this is caught for Falcon touchdown. Josh Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. That throw by Vick, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a deep ball there on...